Summer. And then I want to share. Let me turn my screensaver on. How you feeling today, Miss Vicky?
I feel fabulous because today I had a colonic, I had a full body wrap, and a foot detox.
Wait a minute. Hold
So
on.
I feel amazing.
Can I do stuff?
Yes.
Colonic. They put something in there? What is that?
You never had a hydrocolonic before?
You know, in my opinion, only things go in. I mean out. Only out. I mean, I've done like enema, like coffee enema, things like that before.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I imagine this machine filtering. That sounds crazy to me.
Yeah.
But it is.
It's good. It's really good.
You got to say it like
I
that.
feel amazing. I feel like I'm floating, so
Well,
I'm very relaxed.
I might try it just because you smiling afterwards. Like Vicky said, it was good. So I'm going to do it. Well, I'm glad you're feeling good. What's your card again, Vicky? I'm gonna ask you.
7 of diamond.
7 of diamonds. You are my moon every other year. I want to share my screen. So, welcome to Woman Hills Man. That's the course. I am Stephanie Gilmore, the weirdo, the 7 of clubs, at your service. I wanted yin yang to be at the top because I want y'all to remember who you are. And this is so important for everything we do to remember to go back to that. When we talk about woman, her, she, man, he, him, I want us to remember those words are 1100s, the 1100s, right? I think it was 1105 when they start using woman and all those other terms. Those terms were not how they described us back before the 1100s, y'all. This is new shit, right? And it's definitely, when we came out of the old languages like cuneiform and picture writing and even using numbers. Hold on, somebody want to fly right now? Y'all don't never fly over here. Don't fly now. Before they started, using the systems, we were using the system of numbers and pictures and symbology, right? Symbology of the cards, symbology of other symbols. And so when we get into the breakdowns, I always look up the etymology of the word, but we also have cardology. So that makes everything delicious, even more delicious, right? So Marika, okay, so I did this and then I asked Marika to look over it, but Marika may not have had a chance. So if there's typos, they'll be fixed by the time they get in the doc, but all of this is going to be in the doc, right? So
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I did straighten up some of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get it, but I'm gonna fix it because I could see this is my last little sentences. But it says women. We have so many external tools to assist us in our internal or Venus growth. So we have external tools to assist us. Remember, women are internal. And that's the difference with the yin. Remember, I don't know if we talked about it too much yesterday. Actually, I don't want to go over too much of this right now because we're going to do the homework first. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys the table of contents. It is outlining our week. So we're on week 1, womb and woman. Week 2 is man. With womb and woman, it's going to be her and she. That's what we're going to go over today. Man is going to be he and him. I need to add those. Healing is week 3. Consciousness is week 4. Consciousness versus not versus, but and I don't want to put them against each other because we're definitely using them together, right? Help is going to be week 5, and then healing and helping based on your individual placements. We will definitely be spending our last week and a half. So week 5 plus half of week 5 plus week 6 is you. It's all about you. It's you bringing yourself into this conversation. But as we go along, each of these chapters or segments will have what you guys just did, which is that ability to composite your energy with these energies. Is that you, Nia? Or is that Marika? Who's that outside? Is that Marika? It sure do look nice for it being a potential of Florida
No,
coming to
it's Marika. Yeah. It's yeah.
a beautiful sunset.
Yeah, the sunset is pink.
I
It's so
like
pretty.
it's beautiful. So, and then we're gonna get into woman, which is the ace of clubs, ace of spades. She and her are the two hearts, two of diamonds, which is crazy because the ace of clubs is semi fixed with that two of hearts. And what were they doing when they made us that? Okay, we're gonna get into that. But let's just start here. Let me unshare my screen so I can talk to you. Oops. Did I unshare? Oops. Okay. Can y'all just see? Okay, there it is. So let me see who's not. Oh, everybody's on video. What? I get to see y'all. That makes me so happy, Lindsay. I'm trying to honey you from here. Who is that at the bottom? Hold on. Put my glasses on. So I can see. Oh, it's Elise. Elise is here this week. Yay. Marika. Hey, Nia. Are you moonlighting? Just give me a thumbs up.
Yes, but I have to read that segment. I have a genealogy case study
Okay.
at 7.
So let's start with you when we get started. Let me say hi to everybody. We'll start with you with the homework. All right. Of course, Latifa had a great birthday. Y'all say, hey, happy belated to Latifa. Ooh. Marika's sitting out there in the sunset looking like a whole ass snack. I need a poem, Marika. Okay, we're not going to talk about that. Somebody go get J-Lo. Where's she at? Look at Latifa being a mom right now. Nefertari. Vicky over there, I just love your hair. I just want to say that. I feel like you dyed it too. Did you color your hair? Some jelly. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's been colored for a while. It's just on the top because the back is all black. So it's just little highlights.
I love it.
Thank you.
On and it turned green. Don't look at it. I'm just kidding. I did it myself. Elise. Cielo. I have to show y'all what Elise did. I know I bragged in the thing, but I have to brag in public now because I can see y'all. Look on my bed and bring me that. Although not on my bed, look on my shelf. Remember all the Grand Solars, that package in the envelope? Okay, thank you. That's how you know the King Clubs be nosy. He's like, oh, I got it. I know what you're talking about. That's because you be in my space, dude. So it is a King of Clubs day. And, I don't know how y'all feeling about the clubs being back, but it's a very Uranian type of energy, and Uranus does deal with storms. So we just sending out positive vibes to Florida. They don't have to experience all the things that they're saying that they're experiencing. We know that because it's energy, right? So we can send out some good energy, some of this good weather. Look at the breeze started breezing when I said that. I don't know if you guys got a chance to listen to the room today, but the Jack of Spades is really doing some stuff. So today will be a good day to get the last of that good Jupiter Mercury energy. Say it again. You don't see it on my shelf or by my window on top of there or on top of those bins. Anyway, I'll show you a different time if he doesn't find it. But what I do want to talk about is your homework. Anybody have problems with your homework? Raise your hand. No, yes, maybe. Everybody got your homework done? Oh, Lindsay? No, you didn't get it done? Okay, it's okay. That's why we're here. No worries. We're going to help you. Latifa, did you get your homework done? I know you was partying. But look at her. See, Lindsay, look at Latifa. Not a care in the world. Not a care. She's like, whatever, lady. I'll get it done when I'm ready. This is the King of Clubs. Say hi. We will not be visiting again. Okay, bye. Bye. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Why are you shaking your head? Why are you shaking your head, Elise? I can't hear you. Look at this.
Is that her gift? I was laughing.
doesn't this give you chills, at least, to see your work at somebody else's home? This is how it feels like when somebody has a book or something and they show me, I'm like, oh my God, open it. Oh my God. This is what Elise did, y'all. Look at this.
It's like the unboxing. Yeah.
You get to see how it's lighting me up, Elise. This lights me up.
You're more than welcome. You know, you deserve it. So you teach, so you got to have some good products.
This is great. That whole calendar, she gave me the table of all the look. So now I just got to flip through and I know how to put them back. It's amazing. So I'm so grateful for all of you on my team. I think you left some DNA in here. Yep. I got your hair.
Oh shit. I did. I mean, I'm not trying to, you know, boast or whatever, but I did do it by hand. So
I can tell. I said,
well, what's that supposed to mean?
It's like an offering, so I get to really.
Yeah, it was good. It was good to do.
Does it look like fog? Yeah, this weather been crazy. So let's go over our homework, and then we'll help Latifah if you want our help, because I know Latifah like whatever. I just got back from being partying. I do what I want, but Lindsay will definitely help you. Okay. So Mia, okay. First, let me get Marika. Marika, you had an amazing addition in our. Oh, she's in the waiting room. Let me see. There we go. To our group, you put the hey J-Lo, hey, how you doing? You put the homework in the group, right? Was that you that put that in there? Or was that J-Lo?
That was, you talking about the PDF?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay, was it the instructions on what they were supposed to do?
Yes.
Okay, can you read it? Can you read it?
Okay.
If you have access to it. If you don't, just say I don't have access to it and I'll move on.
Yeah, I have it right here.
Thank you. I always need a reminder. I'll be giving y'all work to do. And I think I'm gonna give y'all homework early because I want to have it so that I don't forget it. J-Lo, how you doing? You didn't know that there was a penalty for being late to my class, J-Lo? Nope, babies will not get you out of the penalization. No.
Baby excuse. I got double baby. 4-legged baby. Two-legged baby.
You talking about that cat that was in a no, we're not.
I'm still taking care of the cat too.
Cat don't get you away from nothing.
Hey, go with Didi. Oh.
Still got a diaper.
Hey,
baby.
Oh my jeez.
Hi, daughter. Is that the daughter? Hi, daughter.
Yeah, 5 of clubs, 8 of diamonds.
Good luck.
Mom.
Go ahead, Marika. We're not gonna listen to her excuses. She's gonna still get penalized.
So the homework was the definition. Well, when I put in there, the divine definition of for one woman and man was yin yang. That's what you wanted me to go to? Okay. Yeah. And or thunder, which is man, and lightning. I spelled it, which is woman. And 9 of clubs, 9 of spades, yang, 8 of clubs, 8 of spades, thunder, it's the male, which is queen of hearts, queen of diamonds, and lightning. I spelled wrong. J-Lo got me straight. It's 9 of clubs and 9 of spades. Why is lightning and yin the same card? Right. I just noticed that. I was like, what? Okay, but yes.
And the card for yang and man, hold on. Tell y'all, my world is so full of interesting California stuff. So that's something that we'll definitely talk about. Today we'll talk about the card of woman and yin. Not woman and yin, but lightning and yin a little bit more, but definitely speak on that masculine energy shifting. You know, it's interesting how on the exterior, woman doesn't really alter much, but on the inside, she's always shifting. So we're going to get down to that. So Was that all, Marika? I'm sorry, I cut you off. I was like, "Ding." Was that all that was on the paper?
That was it. Other than our intentions, we set our intentions and inviting, having, encouraging us to have more of these healed men conversations, as well as inviting our significant others into the conversation.
Yeah, that sounds so dope. I don't know who taught y'all that, but she's dope. Anyway, Mia, thank you. It's so weird hearing what you say when you're at 7 of clubs, because you be saying some stuff and it comes down and then you like, whatever. And other people be like, you said some stuff, but wow, I said some stuff, right? Hey Mia, can you tell us about your homework? So I want to know, when you did your composite, what's your card again?
Ace of Club.
So one of the, well,
Pull up my little chart.
yeah. Did you send it to the group chat?
Yes, it's in there.
That was the one you sent recently.
Yes.
So about it. Tell me about what you found out about you when you are you, as far as yin, as I don't know, illuminated.
It's me.
Yeah, as illuminated as you can be, as soft, as internally strong. Like, who are you when you put that composite together? Why you breathe like that? So the Ace of Clubs with the 9 of Spades.
As you know, I have 3 classes today. It makes some sense almost at the same time. So I was looking at a lot of my composites with were when I read the hexagrams.
Mm-hmm.
When I read the hexagrams, it talked about persistence, determination, and like needing to be calm, and meditation, that the meditation is important, approaching things calmly and not overreacting. Basically it's like the more laid back and the way I casually take things is better for me to it allows me to achieve my goals.
What, the 10 of Hearts?
Say that again.
Was that the 10, hexagram 10?
It was so many of them. Good Lord Almighty.
Okay.
And then I didn't get to them all because it was a lot. And then I was writing them down. So, like when I went through 21, 22, 41, 42, 20, 36, 47, they kind of gave me the same, like they were saying the same thing in a different way. Right. Cultivate, or like one said, confront challenges courageously, cultivate my inner strength. That is what I have to do when I have those challenges, that I just when I feel like, okay, I just keep saying, okay, I'm trying to do this, my discipline ain't there. And when I just be like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and then I sit down and I map out what I need to map out, and it's like I gotta make structure for myself in order to have that discipline. Otherwise, all the stuff that I've been like, I wanna know this, I wanna learn that, I wanna do this, do that. It's just all there. And there's no rhyme or reason, no organization, nothing. And so it just leaves me, the same way.
Right. Right? You go back and forth. So let me this, because when I did your composite with yin, it was a 10 of Hearts. Did you get that? The Ace
with yin.
Ace of Clubs with the 9 of Spades.
Yes, I got a 10 of Hearts for that, and a 10 of Diamonds. 10 of Hearts, 10 of Diamonds.
Yes. And so when you think about what you just said about
my 10 of Diamonds.
Well, when you just think about what you just said about having to structure and you know, all the things you have to do to get to being who you originally are, or the way, because the way through it is that card that is the composite. The way for you, the Ace of Clubs, to get to yin is the 10 of Clubs, 10 of Hearts, 10 of Diamonds. That's your way. You get to use that energy to access yin. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay. So I want you to think about Jupiter. 10 of Hearts is Jupiter, not Uranus, Saturn, no, Mars. Jupiter, Mars. 10 of Diamonds is Jupiter, Jupiter. And it's definitely high consciousness and being very motivated. And I see a little bit of masculinity with that Jupiter Mars energy, right? Because it's Mars and Mars is masculine. And that structure that you're talking about, trying to come bring that about in that 10 of Hearts, but it's more about, you know, how do you structure in a lit up way?
In a lit up way?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Music. I may just start conversations with people in the house or whoever, and it might seem like they're not listening to me, but I don't care. I just just be talking.
Is it like you go words? Is that it?
Yes, yeah, and I can come back from that, even if they ain't listening to me, and just be like, okay, I got it, you know, something like that. And then I'm getting used, one of the things realize I can do is write when I meditate. I don't have to just meditate. I can have a pad and pencil next to me. And you know, when things occur, I can just write it down. Because sometimes I can come out of meditation and forget. Because I did that yesterday, but I remembered today what it was. Because something popped in my head and I was like, oh yeah, I could do that in the garden. That'll save me so much time or whatever. Then today I was like, oh my God, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? And then it popped in my head and I was like, yeah, that's it. So I use that. And sometimes just think about good things, you know, things that have happened. I'm at the point where I don't look too much at the struggles that I've had.
Okay.
They're not struggles. Growing up, they're not really. There was just something I went through and I came through it or whatever. But
right.
I don't hold on to them. And then I look at them as a lesson.
Okay.
That I learned something from.
Right. That's good.
Yeah.
Does that light you up though? Those are things that light you up? Like looking at you up. That's good.
And eating.
That's what I'm talking about. Say the real stuff. You know, eating lights you up. That's important.
Yes.
It's important.
I like good food. I really do. And that's a challenge for me that I'm working on right now. Is making healthy food taste really good. And a lot of times it is good. I just gotta get them bad flavors out, you know, that I'm used to. And I realized, because when I've gotten to that point where I've detoxed before and the healthy food tastes different. It tastes good. You know. So I know that is there. And that's just something that I'm working on and looking at it as something good versus like, oh my God, here we go again. I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. And it's just, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna make this, you know, looking at different recipes and stuff. So things are not monotonous or boring.
Well, I want to say that the 10 of Hearts in the pure spread has you in Jupiter. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter. So that means you also have the 10 of Hearts in Jupiter. And that energy of Jupiter, Mars, if you can sit inside that energy field. So that means the 10, hexagram 10, and really see where that energy is you're already accessing it, and where you can add more to that energy for yin, right? Where you can add more of that energy to your, it's part of your high consciousness. So like even saying the way you meditate is how you meditate, and you get to define.
Right.
Who told us that meditation was, like we get to define what meditation is for us.
Right.
And even more intentional in the way you show up that lights you up with that 10 of hearts, but also with yang, how you show up to yang. When you're faced with masculine energy, when you show up, you are accessing the 9 of hearts, 9 of diamonds energy. And that energy has you in Saturn in the pure spread. So we're looking at this connection. Where are you connected? That's just your pure spread connection. Hold up.
So look at those, and I didn't even look at the spreads, so I need to look at the spreads.
Right, and
To see.
And the hexagram. You're gonna look at the 9 hexagram 9. Hold on. They gonna make me go in the house, y'all. They get on my nerves. They riding these little look like a lawnmower on wheels, and it's just ridiculous. But yes, looking at also 35, right? 35 hexagram 35 and hexagram 21. So the 9 of diamonds and the 8 of clubs, right? In the pure spread, the 8 of clubs has you have the 8 of clubs, you have yang in Neptune. So you show, I don't know if you get that when masculine energy shows up. You
I
have
it. 21 is, I have it in lightning.
That's the hexagram, lightning.
I have it in that 8 of clubs, that 21. I have it in. It's my yang. It says yang, and then it's also in my lightning, my combo card.
Wow. So do you feel like you show up? Like, do guys become delusional about you when you show up? When masculine, do they get delusional about you? Masculine, why are you looking over there?
My husband sitting over there.
Y'all, I want y'all to watch the replay in that moment when I asked that question and just do like so y'all can see that look. That was funny. So this is what I want you to think about.
But I have been told that he like you, but I just want you to know that ain't happening. So.
But I feel like in your marriage, when you dip into that Piscean energy, that Neptunian energy, man, you could get whatever you want. I'm just gonna say that and leave it there. So you got some homework, personal homework. You want to look at those hexagrams, 35 and 10 and 21, really deeply now, especially because you have an enlightening. And then I want you to tell me how you're using or can use more of the energy that will light you up on both angles. So as yin, how can you feel more yin? How can you be more lit up? How can you be more explosive in that energy? And then when you're in relationship to yang, how can you use that to not really get what you want, but to heal that energy, that space, right? Like almost like even in that space, you can be more whatever his fantasy or whatever lights him up is going to be more healing to him. Like if you can tap into that even when you're not feeling so great, but if it can light you up to see him light up, because the way you looked at him, almost, I'm just gonna say it's Wednesday, so anyway, I'm just gonna say you can use energy to really, it can be a very big energy shift anytime you need it in the dynamic in your home. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So work on that. We're gonna talk about it some more. But I'm thankful that you could spend this time with us before you had to go moonlight. Ace of Clubs got 10. How many classes you got? You and Elise are Ace of Clubs.
Y'all
got a lot of things going on.
Wednesday, Thursday. Right now I got 3 on Wednesday, 1 Thursday, and then about 3 on Saturdays.
And they all different.
And 1 Sunday.
and they all different.
Yes, but they are pertain to the same thing.
You just got questions. Ace of Clubs be having questions, so I get
Yeah.
it. All right. Well, we gonna let you chill in the background, but if you have any questions or whatever, you can always pop in. All right. Thank you, Mia.
Yeah, one.
Go ahead.
What is that in the that was added in the group? Gene keys.
The gene keys.
That's
Yeah.
just in there for now.
You can look up the gene keys based on the solar value of the card.
Okay, and that means I don't know the gene.
So
It you on there?
if you're a 14, if Ace of Clubs is a 14 solar value, then you look at gene key 14.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Vicky, you up? You ready? You so relaxed.
So I am.
It's so relaxed. I feel like we can just kumbaya and go to sleep, and everybody else can just run the class.
Exactly.
We're gonna do this now just in case. If you get real comfortable, I'm gonna give you a pass.
Okay. Thank you.
I just want classes. I'm jelly.
I
So
appreciate that.
let's talk about your homework. Did you get to do it? How did they
I
go?
did. Yeah, I posted it. So my Ying composite is a 6 of diamonds. And it's 32 hexagram, which is duration, thunder over wind.
Whoa. You want to
I
read
don't
that?
I don't have it in front of me.
Okay, it's all good. It's good.
Yeah.
We can come back to that.
Okay.
So thunder over wind and duration, and I'm just gonna say I'm gonna look at it myself because I got all that on my phone. But I want to say, in my mind, I'm thinking duration means, like you're able to, handle stuff over time or, endure right over time, and that may sound horrible, right? But at your softest, right, at your most, I feel like you might be a super transformative energy field when you're being your true nature, not a Black woman, not a woman, but yin. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can really show up for even your community. Imagine if that was what you were bringing into the community, and us as this global yin community coming together. That's what you're injecting into this energy field, right? And you said
Right.
it was, did you say 31?
32.
32. And that means you got you said 9 of diamond. Wait, 6 of diamonds.
6 of diamonds,
Heart.
yes.
That means you got the 6 of hearts too. If you do
Right.
okay. So also write that, if you didn't write that down, make sure you're looking at the 6 of hearts as well.
Okay.
So this is perseverance, endurance, steadfastness, indicates a time to stay the course and endure challenges with resilience and determination. To support someone in fulfilling their life mission, encourage them to cultivate patience and perseverance, guiding them to stay committed to their goals and values, even in the face of adversity. So my question is, in adversity, how do you show up?
In adversity, meaning like in relationships?
Any kind of adverse situation, you as yin, because this is describing you, how you get to yin is through that 6. And you may have had a lot of adversity just to be able to stand in your womanness. This is part of why we are having this inability to operate fully in our divine essence and be healing, because maybe you had to show up a certain kind of way, but that meant I am strong. That meant I am courageous. But society gave you that view that it wasn't. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you, and look, hexagram 6, conflict. So when you, as yin, you show up, this is the stuff that brings it out of you. And I want to know if you've experienced having to go through and endure conflict and made it through, like found your way through over and over again. And did it make you feel more powerful in your womanness?
I would have to say yes, I have in relationships and dealing with infidelity. But whether or not it made me feel stronger, I can't say. Um, because I kind of felt like this shouldn't be happening anyway. So it didn't necessarily make me feel stronger. But yes, I came through,
Right.
but can't necessarily say that it made me feel stronger.
What's your card again, Vicky?
7 of diamonds.
So then, of course, when we look at your life path, number one, you're semi-fixed. Your Venus, Saturn. Of course, this makes sense. That even with Saturn energy, and it's not. Do you mind sharing how old you are?
52.
Okay. So do you find that now it's different with
Um,
relationships or connections? Are you connecting? Are you connected? And is it different now?
no, not so much connected. Not
Okay.
so much.
So are you still do you still hold that desire to connect with the masculine in like relationship kind of way?
And not really, no, I don't. Because it's kind of like, when you get a bad taste in your mouth and it's like you keep, going there after that, I'm done. I can still be cordial, but I'm done.
And what was your intention for taking the class again?
Resources and tools on healing the man. Because I think if you remember, I said, I know I can't be the one to do it all, but men are always looking for ways of a connection, to other men, or a connection just to heal, period. But needing to have different resources, versus going to a mother or going to a wife to get those things, knowing where they can go outside of another, of a female to get those connections. Yeah.
Now I know they approach you because you look like you're 32. So what do you do when they approach you?
Say I'm old enough to be your mom.
So you just okay. Well, conflict 6, hexagram 6, heaven over water represents conflict, opposition, and tension, suggests a time of inner and outer conflict that may arise when one pursues their goals and aspirations. To help someone navigate through conflicts and challenges on their path to fulfilling their life mission, encourage them to seek inner harmony and balance, guiding them to resolve conflicts with grace and integrity while staying true to their values and principles. So, if your values and principles are in alignment, and you feel like you're not going to go down that route again, then you're in perfect alignment. But I would say if somebody come up and they're really determined that and divine serendipity is taking place, which happens when you're done. When you're done and you're fine and you're loving on yourself, you minding your own business. Usually that's when something really divine happens. I would love to see where that connection is. So, what is your composite with Yang?
My composite with Yang is 4 diamonds, which is hexagram 30. The clinging fire. Fire over fire.
Attachment to passion and intensity. This is like Mars energy. Woo! Indicates a time of strong emotions and desires that may cloud one's judgment and clarity. To help someone align with their life mission, encourage them to cultivate awareness and detachment from their desires and attachments, guiding them to find balance and inner peace amidst the fluctuations of life's passions and emotions. So, peace, inner peace. If you are at inner peace, great. I would very much like to see you during this kind of really challenge that. Like, really challenge. Are you really at inner peace and not somewhere else? Hexagram 4 is going to be your other hexagram, which is youthful folly. When you approach Yang, you are youthful folly. And some of those Yang see youthful folly and they want to they want to absorb it. You know what I'm saying? And so
Mhm.
that may have been what you experienced, mountain over water. Immaturity, naivety, a lack of experience. It suggests a time of learning and growth where mistakes and missteps may occur due to inexperience. To support someone discovering their life mission despite their youthful folly, encourage them to embrace the learning process, allowing themselves to make mistakes and learn from their experiences as they journey towards self-discovery and personal development. That makes so much sense. Saturn.
Mhm.
In fact, that's where seven of diamonds comes from in the pure spread. In the pure spread, you're Saturn. You came here for youthful folly, to make mistakes and to learn from masculine energy, or that energetically connecting with yang. And so there's that sense of learning, and there's that sense of now you're 52, King of Spades, you're in your Saturn cycle.
Mm.
You should expect, but being open to that expectation, not necessarily reconnecting in that way, but just being open to, I've already done that, because you still have that youthful folly about you, and they're going to still come, but can you show up, right? Are you able to show up instead of the person that you were, when you did not know and they were able to do certain things? I would love to look at your seventh house. I know there's more going on. I know that seven of diamonds is connected to that seventh house. So I know that it's so much more that I could see in what came. Hold on, love. Hold on, y'all.
Mhm.
My son be ordering food, y'all, and then he know they coming. He was playing games. He be trying to tell me he's doing it. Look at this six of spades. Look at this. His mama be cooking. His mama be cooking food. Look what he be eating.
Burger King.
Every day.
Not every day.
More than you eat your mama food. Oh. Yeah, I know. I'm unfair. Six of spades. Y'all meeting the sons today.
The whole family.
So your homework is to sit with it.
Okay.
I want you to sit with this, what was said today, in a very loving way. Love on
Mhm.
really see your gift to this energy. You are a gift to this energy, and everything that you've gone through is definitely going to infuse the community. I do want to say, I want you to be careful of I want you to just be mindful, and this is an offering for you to be mindful of whatever happened in the past showing up, and creating anything that's in the way, right? Anything that's gonna make you not go that extra mile because you're protecting yourself.
Mhm.
And I want you to trust that the energy that you have, that you've lived through, is protecting you, wants to protect you, and wants to guide you, and is here showing up. You're in the King of Spades now, so you're definitely being protected. And anything that shows up at this time is going to be that mirror. So maybe during the rest of your 52, when do you turn 53?
May 12th.
Okay. So you got enough time to look at this as a mirror. Everything that's happened before this is just a mirror. And you can really look at it, and you're going to be experiencing like I'm on week 10 right now. So I've been able to experience like my life in these weeks and see stuff a little bit more clearly because I'm 52.
Right.
If this is the mirror, right, you're here and your higher consciousness is here, and you can see y'all both watching everything in the mirror.
Okay.
And so you can see your whole life basically. So you can really see what the real is based, and we want to get out of this society view. It was perfect, even though it sucked,
Mhm.
It was perfect. It had to happen because it happened. And now what? Who are you going to show up as now? So I want you to sit with all of that.
Thank you.
I love it though. It's beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Mhm.
Next, I don't want to call y'all out. Did Lindsay disappear? What happened? She the winner.
I'll go.
Oh yeah, look. Dang, I want to help Lindsay. Oh, okay. Who said that? Marika?
Yeah, yo.
Yeah. Keep clubs and house in the building.
So we looking at the yin combination?
Yin combination and yang combination. Thunder
Oh,
and lightning too if you want to.
okay. I did my yin combinations, my jack of spade, jack of club. Why I want to say it's jack of diamonds, jack of clubs. My Mercury card.
Wait. Jack of diamonds, jack of hearts?
I mean, no, oh, I did it wrong. Jack of hearts. That's right. I wrote the wrong symbol because I'm writing. Jack of diamonds, jack of hearts. Ooh, that even explained it more to me. So, oh, I gotta redo that one. And the solar value for that, well, I did the hexagram for that one for Jack of Diamonds, which is 37, and that's wind over lake. And then my yang is the 10 of hearts.
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
It's family wind over lake. Family, community, ancestral connections. Woo!
Yeah.
Honor and nurture one's relationships and connections with others to help someone align with their life mission. Encourage them to cultivate a sense of belonging and connection with their family and community, guiding them to draw strength and support from their relationships. Oh, it almost brings me to tears because it reminds me of the conversation we had earlier today. And like dragging you in, like you family, you know, being able to not be like, wait, that part.
Yeah.
You know, knowing that you belong. You know, you got to sit with that. Don't just jump over it. Look at her. She trying to. It's what you talk. It's how you create, and that's what we were talking about.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And having to learn how to wow, and having to learn how to be in that atmosphere and not feel. At times I just feel so like, wow, that
you feel too hard for that community. You feel too hard for all that softness. You feel too hard for that.
Right? Yes, like like this me. Like, wow, okay.
They told us it was Black woman or woman. They told us a lie, and that's the lie. That was the conditioning. To get to yin, you get to touch that part of you that you already are, but you don't, imposter syndrome. That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with imposter syndrome, but for you, it feels like an imposter to be part of the community and the family.
At one time I remember growing up, during that time before I even got out, but I'm a teenage mom. But when I was growing up and I used to see my friends, my mom, no, I was listening to my mom and her sisters because my auntie had, was my cousin had her child young, and my auntie was rocking her baby. And I used to hear my mom say, "I ain't rocking no baby. Y'all around here, I ain't rocking no babies." And I used to say the same thing. I ain't rocking no baby. And then I ended up having, my baby at a young age. I was 16, and that's all I heard. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of a shame at that time. It was like, you gotta man up, you gotta do this and da 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 da. And I could hear that, and then I hear my auntie saying, stuff. Oh, all she gonna do is have babies back to back to back. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm not. This, that, and the other. It was like that. And when I fell into that era of like wanting a child at the time, it was like, okay, I like how this feel, but then again, I go back to a hard mode because of I felt like the relationships and all this stuff. So it felt like I had to man up again, So it's like a on and off thing with me, with that part. So thank you for showing that to me because at times even with my grands, even you seen it.
I know. Like this, it's so crazy too, because when I was on the phone with Marika earlier, one of the grands came in, and this sweet little voice, very articulate little 4 years old, right? Almost 5, going on 55, she said.
Right,
And
right.
even I was like, that's your grandbaby? You know, because that hardness wants to come through.
Yeah.
And Jack of Hearts wants to give you peace.
Earth house is a Jack of Hearts house.
Oh, you're going to have to sit with this, Marika. You're going to have to own that you, hey. And I feel like everything going to change. Your hairdo, your wardrobe, like everything. Like, are you ready? So what's the combination of all this energy with Yang then? I need to know.
My Yang is a 10 of Hearts.
Wow. That's crazy. And we just talked about that with Mia, right?
Mm-hmm.
So treading is the 10 of Hearts. Caution, moderation. So when you show up cautious. You like get sneaking in. But remember, listen, this is so important for y'all to understand. This card of Yang is the card of Black woman. So when Marika shows up, or anybody that, when you're putting this energy with Yang, it's not only how you show up with man, but it's how you've been conditioned to be. It's what gets you through to them. It should be this energy that connects us to each other, but it's this head-to-head energy. This is so important to understand how we are coming at Yang, right? 10 of Hearts is heaven over lake, caution, moderation, carefulness. Suggest a time to proceed with caution and mindfulness, paying attention to the details and potential risk involved. And I'm just going to say this. I feel like when it comes to dark-skinned women and Black women, it can be even more harsh. It can be even more of a harsh criticizing, like, and even if you're the darkest one in the group, because some people can live in Wisconsin and be super dark in some people's eyes and be light-skinned, right? But I feel like when we're looked at and we show up, I don't care what color your hair is, when you show up, you cannot change your skin. And I had to tell this to that gentleman that was talking about, yeah, we're the same, LGBT. Nobody knows who you're having sex with when you walk in the room. But when we walk in, they always know. And so we've been have to force, why do we have to force to stand? Why do we have to force ourselves to have our own back, to stand straight? That covering of Yang disappeared when they named us Yang as Black woman, right? The covering of that Yang disappeared, where we could stand tall and be covered, right? And all the war and the shrapnel and the bombs falling, trying to take us out, just that's all that was there. So then now it's war against war within our community instead of us coming together. Right. So I want you guys to really pay attention to, yes, we're looking at how you show up in that community, but remember, the conditioning changed that. The conditioning created a battlefield.
Yeah.
They was off battling war outside of the home, but we're also having a quiet, silent war in the home. Just a lot, right? So reconnecting with Yin. You're learning your composite with Yin so you can become her with grace. Like, accept yourself. Accept how you really show up in this world. There may be some edginess to that for some of these cards, for some of these composites. But it's not war edginess. It's more of a lightning. You know what I'm saying? Illumination. Okay. I give you fruit from this ground and I will open it up to bring your body back down, right? It's this energy of, I bring you here, I nourish you, and I'll let you rest, right? Your final rest can be inside of me, earth, right? Yeah. So really connecting to the power of Yin and reconditioning. This is a reconditioning. Okay, thank you. Everybody say bye to Mia. Bye. Lindsay came back. I'm glad you're back, Lindsay. So I want you to work on process and all that. That was a lot. Also process through lightning. I'm gonna keep going because we got class. We still got class. And you know, kind of putting a little bit of that into the class when it comes to women, so you guys can see where we're going with this is important. I want to get Dustin in because I know Dustin is here. I definitely want to get the masculine view, and then I want to get everybody. Latifa, you need help, or you want to? How do you want to do it?
I pretty much know mine based upon listening to everybody, and I've already done my composite with those particular cards anyway.
Okay, we still gonna go over it though.
Okay.
Dustin, Deuce, are you there? Shit. Y'all gotta remind me. Okay, so when you come on and you don't want me to call you by whatever, you can change it temporarily. It'll change back.
I ain't worried about it. You
Look.
good.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. What up with everybody?
Y'all say hey to Deuce. Deuce in the building.
Okay.
Oh, did you do your homework?
Yeah, I guess I did. But I think the Yang was it came out as an ace of club, ace of spade.
What's your card? 6 of spades?
6 of clubs.
Clubs. I'm gonna keep saying that because I don't remember everybody's card, but 6 of clubs. So 6 of clubs, y'all help me out. 6 of clubs with the 9 of hearts. Well, that's easy. Let's just do it. You know what I'm saying? 6. Jack, Queen, King, Ace. So it's 2 of diamonds, right? Okay, y'all let me know. So it's 2 of diamonds, 2 of hearts is the first one with yin. So when you show up with yin, you show up as a rare, that's a rare, 2 of hearts is rare. You show up as connection, right? You show up as duality, you know? And if I look at the hexagram 2, you're showing up as receptive. So you get this when you show up in the world of yin, it feels like, oh, he's receptive. So you might get a lot of wanting to talk, wanting to give, wanting to, let stuff out, right? Do you get that a lot?
Yeah.
Yes, nurturing, open, right?
Yeah. It seems like a lot of people come up to me and like just tell me their business stuff.
Yeah. That's the energy you give off when you walk into the environment of yin. With the 28, 2 of diamonds, it's preponderance of the great lake over wind. That's influence, dominance, superiority, right? Empowerment, authority. Your actions have a significant impact on the surroundings that you're in when it comes to yin. And so to align with that, recognize your power and influence and use that power and influence to make a positive difference in the world and to inspire yin. So you can inspire yin, right? You can inspire them and you can use that in your relationship, if that makes sense. So when it comes to yang energy, 6 of clubs with the 8 of clubs and spade, anybody do that math yet? Or did you get it already?
Yeah, I think it came out to an ace of spade, ace of club.
Okay, you said I think, so I'll be like, is it true? Is it true or is it not?
Yeah, it came out to what a 40 and a 14.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Okay. So that's interesting because isn't that the card of woman? Somebody help me out. What is that the card of, Marika? Ace of clubs, ace of spades.
It's the card of woman.
It's crazy. Which is the card of yang as well, right? I'm looking in my head, y'all. Hold on, let me look at it. I'm all over the place. So do you show up as, is that your composite the same as? No. It's not.
The composite I think came up to a 2 of heart. A 2.
So you did the 6 of clubs with yang, which is, let me go back to it because I'm confused now. So the 8 of clubs, 8 of spades with the 6 of clubs, 6 of spades came to the ace of clubs, ace of spades. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
And that was the card of woman. That's interesting. Okay, okay.
So what y'all trying? I'm a woman.
No, when it comes to the word woman, it's been around since the 1100s. It's new. It's not the original name that they gave us. It's a conditioned name. So it's how you show up as masculine energy, or the way, the way to that masculine energy. So it's 14 or 40, right? So if it's 40, it's going to be deliverance, thunder over water. That makes so much sense because masculine is thunder. Think about this though. When I'm saying this to you, think they tried to condition yin into being this, right? So when we're talking about this fight, this battle between masculine and feminine energy, here's where it happens. It happens in the terminology. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is liberation, freedom, release from constraints, indicates a time of breakthrough and liberation where one overcomes obstacles and emerges stronger and wiser. To help someone fulfill their mission, encourage them to embrace and let go of limiting beliefs, embrace change, and transformation, and let go of limiting beliefs and fears as they step into their power and potential with courage and confidence. So, of course, women started doing that at an alarming rate, but it made them more masculine, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you're showing up for yourself in your community, that's how you're showing up. You're showing up like as this, like if men want a leader, they can have you as a leader because you're going to lead them to what liberation means, what freedom means to them, right? To be able to let go of beliefs that limit them from being free, from being, like liberated. Like those conversations they can have with you when you're showing up in your community, if that makes sense. And
Cool.
with the Ace of Clubs, ooh, oh, there it is. It is possession of, in great measure, fire over heaven. And that's crazy because liberation leading to what? Abundance, prosperity, wealth, right? A time of material and spiritual abundance where one's efforts are rewarded with success and fulfillment. So when you show up in your full yang, you're showing up even as that. Like you are showing up as abundance, as what abundance looks like, as recognizing and appreciating abundance that surrounds you, being able to cultivate gratitude, generosity, and share blessings with other people. So that's what they see. So you're leading, even if you're not having conversations or y'all not having these conversations or talking about any of this stuff, it's how you show up in the energy field, if that makes sense. When you stand in your power, when you stand in your truth, when you stand in your alpha energy, this is how you show up, if that makes sense. So it's nothing woman about that. I mean, there's a lot of power in women, but that dominance that brings us away from each other, that, women saying certain things in the masculine community, but when you say it, you're showing it as who you are. You're showing up as who you are. And that representation of what it sounds like and what it looks like is not the same, right? It's not.
I was only joking though, but I got you.
Well, it's a good joke because the conditioning is so important that we understand how they use words, when words entered. What were we called before we were called women? Does anybody know? Somebody should look that up while we go through everybody else's, right? So I hope that helped you see how you show up in the world so you can keep showing up. Also knowing that when you show up in a world where women are not healed, right, that could be a problem, right? That could be a
Sure.
definite problem.
I work with a bunch of men, but they all act like women. They sit and gossip all day, every day.
Right. Unhealed men show up as what? That's an interesting question, right?
Them.
They don't show up as yang. They show up as that two of hearts, two of diamonds energy, but that needs connection. It needs everything that you just found out. When you show up, they don't need to show up as that in the masculine community. They need to use that energy in the yin community, right? But they're using it in the yang community. that same two of hearts energy, they're using it in a different community, if that makes sense. So how you show up in the yin community and how women see you, they're showing up. And it's almost like maybe the pressure of being around your energy is too great that that's what comes out of them. So you're right. You get when you go to work. That's crazy, yeah.
Well, I do stand alone. I don't go like there's the two maintenance guys and the guy above me, but it's like they congregate all day every day. I walk around and do me, but it's like the energy do shift when I do come around them. But if I do come around them, it's about business, and I'm keeping it pushing.
Yeah, they're learning that, but they don't. You know, it's like their representative is showing up, and you're showing up as yourself. You know, so they need to come to class. That's all I can say. But they probably don't want.
Shit.
They
They too gun ho and manly for it, but that's on them.
I appreciate you. So for you, your homework
Appreciate you.
to, I don't know. I guess we're going into thunder for you. So looking at thunder, and then we'll have more homework tonight because I feel like you do have this energy kind of under wraps, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Latifah, you ready? What you got? What you got on my 40? Just kidding.
Probably. Okay, wait.
Nothing? Is that what you said?
So, hold on, let me go to. So my composite with yin is going to be the Ace of Hearts.
Oh.
And my composite with so the Ace of Hearts, Ace of Diamonds with the spades. And for yang is gonna be the King of Spades and the King of Clubs.
That's crazy, yo. You show up to the masculine community as God?
I do. With all of the resources.
Okay. I see that. Only a Libra. Creative. Heaven over heaven. Ace of Hearts. This hexagram represents the creative power of the universe. It's still the creative power of the universe in our community too. No wonder we love you so. You need to act right because you know this is powerful energy. You got to get some more of this in your system.
Yes, I do.
So it's initiation, innovation, and originality. Signifies the beginning of all things and suggests that this is the right time for endeavors and bold actions, right? So in order to, you know, satisfy this mission, tap into your creative potential and pursue your passions fearlessly, trusting in their innate ability to bring forth something new and unique into the world. So you got to really lean on any Aquarius energy that you have, any Uranus energy, and trust that, you know, it's there for a reason and a purpose, even though you may not see it and you may not know it, and you don't have to have all the details. That's one of the things. You got to be okay with not having all the details. But it's how you show up when you're lit up. And remember, when I talk about this combination, everybody, it's when you're lit up. So if you got this energy like Deuce has that Two of Hearts and, you know, everybody's coming, but it's some energy that you like, I hope she don't come over here, man. I hope she don't come over here. That's not lighting you up. So it's not to be just accepting it just because, right? It's got to light you up or else you're taken away from your own life force. Does that make sense? Thumbs up, everybody. It makes sense? Good. Latifah, give me that yang.
The yang was with the Eight of Clubs, it's the King of Spades.
Why did I want to hear that?
Yes, King of Spades, King of Clubs with the Eight of Spades.
Did not mean to hear that again. Hold on, let's see. Keeping still. Ooh. Wow. Sit yourself down and stop moving.
As I'm packing to go somewhere tomorrow morning.
Mountain over mountain. Stillness, meditation, contemplation. When you walk into Yang, it's stillness. You walk in as a whole meditative moment. There's stillness about you, right? A time to be still and observe. Say that. Allowing inner wisdom to emerge, right? So in order to get there, you want to practice mindfulness and meditation. Quiet the mind and connect with your inner guidance. Discern your true path and purpose. So, yeah, that's it. You got to do it that way. I know you thought it was the other way. I am God. Hush. Hush.
Be quiet, my child.
Peace, be still, and no.
Oh my goodness.
Love it. Man, that was heavy. You just need to sit with that 5 of diamonds. I'm just saying, plus you in the sun this year, just sit down. Sit down and look at yourself standing over there next to masculine energy because you're going out there in the world tomorrow.
Yes, and that's my Mercury card with me sitting in the sun, that Yang energy.
I'm saying, if you don't go somewhere, you ain't gotta say nothing. Just show up. Wrap your head and wrap your, just show up. Put some glistening on and lip gloss. And don't even wear no makeup, just some gloss. Just show up. Nod your head. Put a golden third eye and just that's it. You gonna that'll probably bring in all the money.
Oh yes, that's what I'm looking for. Show up like little Buddha.
Yes, that's it. Well, a goddess Buddha, because we don't do that whole.
They said Buddha was a woman.
Whatever. I'm talking about the wrapped in orange smoking cigarettes part. The Buddhas of today. See him at the beach all the time. Love it. Elise, you ready? J-Lo. J-Lo, move. Where did you go, J-Lo? You did that on purpose because you didn't want to go. Too bad. It's your turn. Go ahead, J-Lo.
I did not move.
You was over there. Now you're over there. I don't know what happened, but
Go to Zoom. They doing that.
Zoom?
All right.
Stop playing with it. So I'm looking at you guys putting these great definitions, and they will be in our, because J-Lo and Marika are part of my team, so they are going to have access to all the stuff, and they'll put all this stuff in there to add to what I've already put in there. So this is beautiful that we're learning about this etymology, which is important when it comes to words and what we're doing. Aw, it's cute. Hi guys. Have fun. I'm so jealous.
We got one more spot.
That little kid just threw something at me. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. They had like a wagon stroller with 3 kids in it. They was chilling. I thought that was cool until the little girl was like, "Don't look at me. You must be raised by them people now." So J-Lo, give us them composites, love. Let's go.
Okay, so just a quick question, because now you had told us to do our name and nickname and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I just want to make sure, because I was like going all into that, and I think I need to
Big
change
old-
the names.
Oh, Dorothy. Oh, sorry. Toto. Thanks. But we only doing your card right now.
Okay, so the Jack of Clubs with Yin, it's 46, 7 of Spade. Earth over Yin.
What is that card? You come in like a hope. Because this is what? Saturn? Is that a Saturn card? No. Saturn? No, it's not Saturn. It's Uranus.
That's my Venus card.
Come through. So that's your Venus? How many kids you got?
8.
No wonder. He was like, when I get with her, I'm on the moon. Pushing upward, earth over wind, movement, progress, advancement, a time of steady growth and progress where one pushes through obstacles and rises to new heights. Y'all think about this. This card is in trans Pluto. To help someone align, encourage them to persevere and stay focused on their goals, guiding them to overcome obstacles and challenges with determination and resilience as they push upwards towards success. It doesn't matter what it looks like with that card. And I could see that because, man, how you show up in the community. Oh my God. And this is my Mars card. So I'm going to tell you, J-Lo used to make me want to fight. Be like, J-Lo, one thing at a time. J-Lo be like, just like she said, you told us to do our names, our birthdays, our time of birth, our place of birth, our house. I done did my family, my kid, this new cat. She done did the new cat. I found the birthday. I just found it. I don't know how. And I found the birthday, right? Look.
All while decoding all those hurricanes that are coming. Just saying.
Yo, ain't no chill with the Jack of Clubs. Give me that yang, because we not gonna sit here all night with you.
So the Jack of Clubs and the 8 of Clubs is 45, 6 of Spade.
46 and 45 though. Gathering together, lake over earth, symbolizes gathering, consolidation, and unification. A time for coming together. That makes, I'm gonna go to the funeral even if we fight. Cultivate community and collaboration, guiding them to seek support and cooperation from others as they work towards their shared vision and goals. Yeah, it makes so much sense because J-Lo really brings, and I love you at this level of, I loved you then, even though it was like, oh my God, focus. But now your focus all over the place energy is so good. It's so good.
That's my moon card also, so for life.
It's
both cards are in my spread.
So when you get in your emotions, you show up for the masculine energy with this energy.
And Pisces.
Yeah, you want to bring. So that's why you would go to your ex's mother's funeral. Was it their mother's funeral?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And risk getting beat up. Like a weird.
Oh, I wasn't getting beat up.
Anyway, whatever. I'm just saying that's how you show up for the masculine energy.
Sorry, that was the queen. She just slipped out.
I'll take a black eye. Boo. We ain't together no more, but make sure they hit me right here on the bad side. Go ahead. Loved you. They gonna remember my love. Okay, anyway, we're gonna move on. Love you. Thank you. We're gonna go over
let me just ask something, because okay. I did thunder and lightning. So we know lightning is the same thing as that 7 of spades. So okay. I just doubled down on that 7.
Okay.
But I did the thunder and it's 10 of diamonds. So darkening of the light, and it kind of like is intriguing to me, knowing that 6 of spade sits, in my Pisces, Lilith, and that darkening makes a lot of sense now, because it's literally only like, if we go into like the gene keys and stuff like that, it's literally one like line apart. Like I have it in 37.5 and 37.6. So my Mars and my Lilith are right there with each other. So I'm like, oh, go figure. That's why I go and boil real quick when I'm upset.
So do men upset you a lot?
No, I would say like when I see something that's wrong, I'll sit there and try to explain it, right? And it'll be cool. Some of them can take it, but they don't like to hear my voice. It is that I don't know what it is, but like when I would speak a certain way, it's like just yes me to death and okay, just be quiet, because I feel it's in the combination of that Lilith and that Queen of Spade. So speaking from an authoritative place, it's like, I don't want you to point out what's wrong with me. Just shut up.
Yeah, because the gathering wants to, when you show up with yang, it wants to be brought together. And so your emotions get triggered, but instead of trying to do what clubs do, is we try to teach, we try to affect the energy field. The energy field wants to be brought in. So how do you bring masculine in, right? Instead of pushing like that pushing. So I think instead of using that spade, you might be using the club energy. So that makes sense.
Yeah, because I could also see it once again. I can see it from like the gene key perspective because I have the 50th and the 18 is actually that gate is a corruption gate. So that's where you can see anything that's wrong, like even in DNA. So I have it on both my Pluto. So it's collectively that I see it. Like sometimes I won't even see something that I did wrong, but I can see everything everybody and their mother did. I'd be like, just mind your business, girl. That's none of your business. But seeing that and now looking at this, it's like, oh, I can get it. Now looking at my family history, knowing where everything is sitting, it's like, oh, okay, I have to see this and I have to do this. Okay, I get it. So it was just kind of cool to make that connection with that thunder.
Say this with the thunder energy, it's darkening of the light, earth or the fire. So, it brings a heaviness to energy that's already heavy. Remember, the masculine energy for the most part is already having a heavy time. Everything is set on them to fix everything, to do everything. So when that energy is the 10 of diamonds, it's darkening, right? And it's setbacks and it's obstacles and it's challenges. So that's coming and it's making it even heavier for them to try to, because they're already trying to figure it out. It's like men are Google loading, loading their whole life from whenever they can't cry anymore and ask for help anymore or be received in that way. They're always expected to suck it up, grin and bear it, go out there. No one slams doors in your face. Everyone says yes to you. Bring it home, bring it home all the time. Fix this. There's a problem. Have an answer all the time. So when divine feminine comes in, yin comes in, and then adds to that pressure, it could be a lot. So that could be where you guys go like that, if that makes sense with the thunder, right? They can't handle. Thank you. Elise went off. Are you still awake and with us, Elise? I was trying not to go long, but we talking, so we going long. But I appreciate y'all. Hey, were you able to do your homework?
I got not the solar values, the cards, but I think we went over most of it with what's her name?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, Mia.
Yeah, you're the same as
I
me.
have to look at hexagram 35, 21, and 10 and stuff, and set your intentions and be intentional and how you present yourself, and took notes.
Okay. So did you see yourself in any of that?
Yes and no. I think because I'm older than her, that I seems like I'm older than her. But I just find, how I am now, I try to be more open and just free with how I am, and even with my, my thoughts and how I act. I am more intentional, but it's like I don't care kind of attitude, where it's like I was in a box so much and concentrating on so much on people and what they thought and what they think about me, and always blaming myself for my actions, or if things went wrong, I would kind of be like, oh, it's like, what did I do wrong? But now, it took me a little time to kind of get out of that mentality, especially in the situation that I went through a little while ago. I kind of blamed myself because it was like people kind of looked at me, but that's what my perception was, and wasn't necessarily exactly what they were doing. So I've learned from all of that to kind of look and say, it's about, I need to be happy. I need to have people around me that support me, and just be open and honest with myself, and just be happy, and the only way that I could be happy is by expressing who I am and what I'm, and what I can offer, and whatever, but it's all about, kind of getting to me, so.
How young are you?
Huh?
How young are you?
I am 55, girl.
About 12. I'm just saying.
I know, right? I'm 5'1" and 12.
You You 5 plus 5, you 10.
I'm 5'1.5". Don't you always talk about me? If you're gonna talk about, make sure you mention that.
I didn't even mention your height, but then we gonna talk about it.
We talk about how high I am.
Have you graduated to be this tall yet? I'm just saying. Okay, anyway, this is what came when you talk. Thank you for sharing, because Ace of Clubs always brings more out of me. So homework tonight, everyone needs to look at your transformation card and do composites with the same composites you did today. Transformation card composites. So we're doing the main extra credit is your names and all that stuff, but the main thing is your card with all the cards. And this is I want to say this to Marika and J-Lo. I'm going to share the PDF that we're working on with you too, because all the chapters, the 6 weeks, you're going to be composite. Well, 5 weeks, you're going to be doing the same composites. So your card, your transformation card, your Mercury card, Venus card, Mars card, and Saturn, and Jupiter probably. So we're going to be compositing everything, because it's important for you to see how you're relating. This is, and what Elise said is so important right now, because there is this time where you are transforming. We get it at 44, but maybe we don't really get it at 44, where 44 is like, okay, go back, sit down, shut up and pay attention, really like quiet. And then when you emerge, can you emerge and say, okay, dropped it, baggage dropped, karma dropped. I didn't like any of that stuff. I didn't like how it went, so I'm going to go in a different pathway. And I hear that being the transformation that Elise is talking about. So we're going to be able to take the end of this course and look at how we're going to transform, becoming back into that purity or the next level, right, that we get to become when we've healed it all. So that was good stuff, Elise. Thank you, because you made homework harder. Appreciate you. Did you have anything?
Harder, not for me. Haha. My lightning, my thunder is my transformation.
So I mean, what do we find in the? I'm sorry, J-Lo.
Go ahead, Elise.
No, because I was thinking, should I call her J-Lo or should I call her Mystique? Or what's her real name? I'm just that just all flew in my head just now. I was just like, Jennifer. Anyway, I'm not understanding exactly, because I wasn't in class last time, so I did the composites for I know we would do yin and yang, and it was composite. Of course, you said an extra credit for our name, and then I guess that hexagram. So now what we're doing for homework, we're trying to look at those composites that we already did, and we're going to look at the transformation cards of those composites.
You're going to look at your transformation card?
My transformation card?
Your transformation card composite with yin, yang, and lightning.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, because what you just said spoke on your transformation. Excuse me, y'all. Mosquitoes.
Okay. All right.
They trying to eat me. So that was good. J-Lo, what's your real name?
Jackie.
It's not Jennifer?
That's not.
I need you to change your name. Lindsay, let's help you before we move on. I know y'all like, are we ever gonna get Lindsay? Hey.
Hello, hey. Sorry, my phone was like overheating, so
it's all good. You know, that's overheat phones and tablets. So what's your card, Lindsay? 9 of clubs?
Yeah, 9 of clubs.
I remembered. Okay, go ahead.
Good job.
And then, and I forgot. I just remembered that I was supposed to send you a birthday thing. Thank you for coming. All right, go ahead, love. Did you do the composites yet or no?
I did not. I guess I like tried to watch the replay. I didn't realize there was homework. My bad.
No. So listen, this is crazy because y'all help somebody start doing the composite for the 9 of clubs, because we're gonna find out the hidden energy is her composite with yin is the hidden energy of the 9 of clubs, right?
44.
Look at this. I said, put it in the chat. She just looked at me with a straight face, looked directly into the camera and said, I got this.
J-Lo be showing off. Jackie be showing off all the time.
Yeah, say that good mint with the cheese. So listen, Lindsay, 44, coming to meet Heaven over earth. This is the 5 of spades. That's a really powerful card. My goodness. That's your hidden energy. When you show up as yin, you show up as the 5 of spades. Represents alignment. And this is like, when you think about master numbers, they're double numbers. We rarely get to 44, y'all. We rarely get to 33. 22 and 11 is really where people go. When it comes to mastering more than that, they choose the 6 or the 8. They don't choose to keep, because it just takes a lot, right? But 44 is coming to meet heaven over earth. Alignment, synchronization, convergence suggests a time when inner and outer forces come into harmony. We've been talking about this. When your subconscious and consciousness align. Ooh, I shouldn't have did that. I forgot I got a tooth missing. I felt it pulling on my blood clot. Okay, anyway. When they come into alignment, right? And decisive action and breakthroughs are indicated, right? Progress. And obstacles are overcome and new paths are forged. So in order to get in alignment with this, embrace change, take bold steps towards your aspirations, guide yourself to trust in your inner wisdom and intuition, and navigate through challenges and breakthroughs to new levels of success. So I feel all of this for you, you know, after meeting you and seeing you as a mama, as a human. The obstacles is definitely a card. It's all the 5s, right? So the changes and the obstacles that come. And as a 9 of clubs, where is this in your chart? Or are you in its chart? I feel like there's a connection with the 5 of spades and the 9 of clubs. Anybody can chime in if you're there already. Yeah, already. Mm-hmm. Yep, you are the Venus card to the 9 of clubs in the life path. So definitely part of, you guys are a part of each other, because if you're their Venus, they're your Venus. So when you show up in the community of women, that's how you show up. And so I don't know if your women group, your yin group is, you know, connected to you in that way, where they see you coming in and they feel synchronization, they feel alignment, maybe even secretly watching you, they feel empowered or inspired by your story and your journey, you know, and it might bring them strength, right? So I don't know if that's what's happening, but that's what I see with this card.
Yeah,
J-Lo.
for sure. I mean, that's like my job, right? I do Lomi, so I'm like always putting people back into alignment. Exactly.
I want Lomi, but we're gonna talk about that later. Come to Cali and give me Lomi. No, I'm just kidding. Look at this cat. Is this the same cat? The cat is cute. It was so ugly last week, y'all. It was so ugly. Check the replay. Like, why do you have an ugly thing wrapped up? What's the other card though, J-Lo, for Yang? I know you got it. It's a card. Is the cat screaming? Meow, meow, meow. The bird wants it.
Okay, the yang is okay. The 8 is 21. It's just one down because it's 21. It's the 8 of clubs.
All right.
So it'll be 43.
43 and 21. So you can look at 44 and 43. So that was a 20, 22 and 21. So you can look at 22 as well. Is this hexagram in our docs, Marika or J-Lo? Is the hexagrams from that I'm reading? Okay, so yeah, you guys can, y'all can definitely look at it. Right, 43 is gathering. We talked about no, it's not. It's breakthrough. Heaven over lake symbolizes breakthrough, advancement. So when you enter to a yang community, this is how you show up. Breakthrough, advancement, progress, indicates a time of decisive action and breakthroughs where obstacles are overcome and new paths are forged. So it's important to encourage you to embrace change and take bold steps towards your aspirations. Did I read this already? I might have read it for someone. Did I read this for the last one? I feel like I just read this. Did I just read this? Let me see. To meet Alignment, synchronization, coverage, alignment with their actions with their inner guidance, collaboration, partnerships. I don't know if I read it, but I might have read it for someone else. But you definitely show up to embrace, to show, or to ignite, or to, even as a nine of clubs, having that jack of spades initiate that energy, right? I think you have it in Pluto. Yeah, your Pluto card. So you definitely show up in the masculine community to initiate new paths, right? Obstacles being overcome, even just being in the community. Like you don't even have to say anything. Your inner yin starts affecting the energy, right? And you could be encouraging, to the masculine community, the yang community, to embrace change and take bold steps towards their aspirations. They can feel like they're being guided to trust their inner wisdom and intuition as they navigate challenges and breakthroughs to new levels of success. So definitely having that energy, especially as a Lomi practitioner. I don't know if you Lomi on masculine energy, but it's definitely part of you just showing up in that community. It's bringing about those breakthroughs. Like I said, also look up 22 and 21, and the hexagram should be in the doc. Share with Marika. I'll try to I don't know, remind myself, if somebody reminds me or sends me a message, to make sure that I post it in the community as well, in case you can't get to the doc.
Thank you. Yeah, I definitely have. Actually, I probably have more male clients than female clients. And I definitely work on like guys that probably wouldn't go ever to get a massage or something like that, but they'll come to me to like, crack them back into place. So for sure.
So interesting. So just so y'all know, as a seven of clubs, I show up in the yin community as the three of diamonds. I'm not happy about that. I'm throwing that in the trash. Why are you making that face? Look at J-Lo's face, y'all. That was so
You
bad.
wind up being Diddy.
Ooh, who said? Is that Elise? See how tall Elise is? I know it was you because there's a green around your box, so I know it was you. I didn't even have to look. When I show up in the masculine community, I show up as the two of spades. That makes a lot of sense. Two of clubs. So I'm gonna sit with that with myself, but that way y'all know. Three of hearts, three of diamonds, and two of spades, two of clubs. Yeah, it's all there. Anyway, okay. So let's move into women, woman, her, she. There is some things in the chat. Go ahead, J-Lo, read what you wrote so they can understand you. Let the cat read it.
Okay, it says yes. Okay, it says I googled it to see what it said. There was a few other dumb ones, and I wouldn't even say dumb because of course it goes into as far as the Bible and stuff. So I didn't want to bring that. I needed to bring the scientific part of it and go deeper and then other people just saying, oh, it translates to this. So to me, I feel this would be the best one, which it says, you see, the Old English was first being spoken in the 5th century AD. There were two distinct words for men and women. Were meant adult male and weef meant adult female. There was a third word, man, which simply meant person or human being. So that's the best that I could have found as far as like just plain English of how and where it came from.
Yeah, and it's the 1100s when they changed it to women. And it says that when we have so many external tools to assist us in our internal or Venus growth, self-mastery, or healing, from, I don't know what I was saying, connecting, probably meditation, to yoga, dance, and even countless women groups or meetups. Our way to breakthrough has been studied and explored over time. What about our equal yet opposite? Do we assume men have the same resources? Being externally guided, doesn't that require internal guidance? Have we truly had this conversation thoughtfully? Let's have it using cardology and esoteric science. Let's put emphasis and energy and direct our focus and use alchemical properties to come up with solutions to the man heals problem facing our sons, fathers, brothers, etc. And I do have a typo, but it will be fixed. So then here's the table of contents. You have week 1, womb, woman, she, her. It should say she, her, and woman. Man, he, him is week 2. Healing is week 4. Conscious, subconscious, heal, help. And then, of course, at the end, we will be looking at all the composites that we come with today and in the next 5 weeks or whatever. And the end, try to find our way through that. WYFE is a 2 of hearts, 2 of diamonds, which is the same as she, her. And originally it meant woman and was used to describe both married and unmarried women. The origin of wife is uncertain, but it may be related to weaving or swaying hips. The word her is used to refer to woman, girl, female, animal, right? So in these energies of woman and her, like it's a little bit of derogatory energy, right? It's rare. Maybe in this 2 of hearts, 2 of diamonds energy, you know, when they called female animals women, or I'm sorry, her, maybe it was the rarity, the rare chance, the rare opportunity to breed, even coming through breeding and surviving. I don't know about the animal community and how they do that. So we really want to look at why would they name us that? You know what I'm saying? Why would we have that connotation on us? And what is it doing to us? Is it making us breeders? You know what I'm saying? Is it creating that sense of that's all we're good for? Because when we think about the conversation that we're having in the community, it is a lot about what do you bring to the table? And, you know, are you a liability? And all these other words that is said about us and to us about being who we are and it not being enough, if that makes sense. So let me find, hold on, y'all. To the grass solars. There we go. There we go. So woman, pure spread started at, and it's semi-fixed at that, y'all. It's semi-fixed. It's Venus, Neptune. It's like, when we think about this idea of Venus, Neptune, what comes to mind? If you guys know, come off of your mic and let me know. What comes to mind when you think about Venus and Neptune? Nobody? Okay.
Values with the Venus, Neptune, delusional.
Anything good with Neptune?
I'm trying to think of the other words with Neptune too. I'm trying to think of the other keywords too. I know.
12th house energy is what? Y'all want to help out?
Creation.
Say it again.
Creation.
Creation. Okay. Anybody else? What we got in the 12th house?
That's what, intuition, right?
Tuition. Good. It's also what? Hidden enemies. I know Ace of Clubs like, what? Hidden enemies. Neptune is definitely hidden enemy stuff, y'all.
Right? What's going on here?
It could be so hidden enemies internally attracting, like your internal attraction attracting hidden enemies. Why would your internal, your subconscious self attract hidden enemies, y'all? Why would it do that? Do you know? If Venus is internal attraction, it's what your subconscious self attracts to you. What's the purpose of Venus? Why is it attracting based on your subconscious? Does anybody know?
Is it you're mirroring yourself, or
Yes.
is it you?
It's close. It's good. Anybody else? What would your subconscious, your higher conscious self be bringing things in, attracting things in for? What's the purpose of your higher conscious bringing stuff into your life? Anybody?
For lessons or?
Well, awareness.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. It's bringing in the stuff that you're trying to block on the conscious level, but it's saying, but you need to get these lessons. You need to wake up. You need to connect your subconscious and your conscious selves together. So that energy is meeting with Venus, with Neptune here, with where the hidden enemies are, where the delusion can be, but it's also faith. So that is trying to guide us to faith. So, we always say we've been, conditioned, but then we always say, well, things happen and they had to happen, or they were meant to be because they got to happen. So this energy where women were named women, and of course, I'm sure other countries have different names, even though they probably all definition is women. But that energy of women being the ace of clubs, ace of spades energy. Look at the ace of spades here. The ace of spades has a Neptune card, right? It has a Neptune card. A 7 is a Neptune energy sitting in the mental Mercury Neptune. So this is delusion of your mind, conscious self. And the ace of clubs is bringing the delusion of subconscious self. This is where the word woman comes into play from the pure spread, right? So this energy of conditioning our responses, our actions, everything that we're doing, everything that we're saying, based on what we came here to learn, could be a good thing until we forget yin, right? Until we forget the umbrella, like what we're doing this work for. The ace of clubs transforms into what in the pure spread? Anybody? Everybody? Somebody?
Repeat what you said. I'm sorry. You asking?
The
I'm
ace
sorry.
of clubs transforms into what in the pure spread?
King of clubs.
Oh, sorry.
It's the king. Well, in the pure spread, right?
Yeah, in the pure spread.
Your hearts transforms as the 8 of clubs on the pure spread, but you transform into the king of clubs on the pure spread. And look at what's supporting it, that 8 of spades. So this is hard work, spiritual work over time. It's challenged by the 2 of spades, right? So the card of woman comes with a lot of energy that we can use to support us in what? What is king of clubs? What do we know about the king of clubs? It's the master what? Say it again.
Teacher.
Not teacher.
Master of mind and thoughts.
Communicator.
The master of what? You said, Elise?
Oh, I forgot. That quick. Master of somebody said communication, but master of thoughts, right? Master of
thoughts, but it's information, right? It's
information.
Uranus, right? When it comes down to here, it's Uranus. So this is all the knowledge. This is the master, the keeper of the information. When you think about king of clubs, you're thinking about I don't know how many of y'all old enough to think Rolodex, but if you need it, the king of clubs, if you don't know it, it's going to bring it down. It's a master of all of that energy. As above, so below, the air. That means the king can pull anything from the air, right? It can get anything. 10 of clubs, master teacher, and king, and the king of clubs is the master of the knowledge, right? And I'm sure the king of clubs in the building with us today got on their parents' nerves or their elders' nerves, thinking they knew it all, want to talk about everything, especially around them elders, be like, you make my head hurt. I don't know. What is this? What is it? I don't know. Because it's the transformation for that ace of clubs. But as a woman being conditioned in the world, brought up to be woman, what does this mean? When we look at the legacy of women, when we look at their plight, when we look at all the things that we've had to do, even if we're taking color out of this and we're just looking at woman. What has this meant for her? She's had to hold all of this information and have the answers and have the solutions and all of this energy that's really reflected onto masculine energy, right? Because now we're trying to make him get it. But the conditioning is saying you're the one that has the information. So when we think about the conditioning and we think about this happened, and this is something that they've been using since, I think it was the year 1105, right? This energy has been making us have to figure it out. Now that could feel like it's a bogus, rap that we got, but what makes this okay? There's something that makes us divine, right? And somewhere we can pick out a golden little nugget out of this. What part of woman makes this King of Clubs transformation some divine, magical, beautiful thing? Does anybody know? What part of us that we use all the time makes this energy divine? No?
Our minds?
Yeah, a little bit deeper though.
Our subconscious mind?
Mm-hmm. And you're using what when you come up with stuff?
Your spirit, your intuition or your spiritual aspect?
Your intuition. With your intuition, you may not know, but you're going to bring it down, right? King of Clubs. You're going to reach into the ethers and you're going to solve the problems. You're going to figure it out. So that's the gift of the woman energy that we can pull out of this energy. Before we get pissed off and we get mad and we be like, oh, they was trying to make us man. They was trying to pit us against men. There's this energy of surviving that came to us when we are able to use our intuition. Not only do we survive, but the planet survives, right? Of course, it's all upside down because we're not being put in charge, but it's the life spread. Ace of Clubs ends up where? Mercury, Venus. So Venus being on top, right, in the pure spread is now on the bottom, right? And it's underneath our conscious self. So our conscious mind is being asked to be on accessed in this reality. The energy that we can use from this word is to pull it back from the pure spread. The transformation card here is the Two of Hearts. It's rare. It's rare connection. It's like I have all the intuition and I have all these gifts and I have all this information that I can transform and change everything, but it's rare to be heard, to be listened to be put in positions of power, put in positions of authority, put in positions where, respectful positions. That was the joke. If you can look at the transformation from the pure spread to the life spread, but it doesn't mean we don't have it. It doesn't mean that we don't have the opportunity to access it. It's just we have to make that choice to choose it, right? Ace of Spades is still sitting. It wasn't sitting there in the pure spread, excuse me. It was it was where the moon to the King of Clubs is in the life spread, right? Uranus, Saturn. So there's also this sense of her, the woman, being able to lead the collective, right? The connections and the Two of Clubs energy, and being challenged by the Seven of Hearts, being challenged by the Seven of Hearts, being forced to use intuition, right? Even being crowned here by the Seven of Diamonds, right? So then the Seven of Hearts going into Venus, the challenge to the Ace of Spades becoming the Mercury card to the Ace of Spades. And the challenge is the woman's voice, the woman's thoughts, the woman's communication, all of that being the challenge. So it's her challenging, it's the woman's challenging karma card, but it's also her Mercury card, y'all. And the card of woman is supporting that 7 of hearts here in the life spread. It's supporting the 7 of hearts. So when somebody calls you a woman, when you're labeled woman, when you check off woman, when you're responding to that energy, you're gonna have to reach into the pure spread for the positive energy fields and not the parts that debilitate you. Does that make sense to everybody? Who does? If it doesn't make sense, let me know right now so I can stop and chop it up a little bit more. Y'all good? Going once, going twice. Sold. All right, let's go to she. Is that the 2 of hearts? She and her, 2 of hearts. Now this is crazy. Why is it crazy? Somebody tell me. 2 of hearts, she and her. 2 of hearts, 2 of diamonds. Somebody tell me why it's crazy.
Because 2 of hearts is the semi-fixed card to the Ace of Clubs.
Crazy. This had to be a plan, right? There had to be a plan when they did this. The rarest, one of the rarest connections, rarest cards that you can find be in that energy. And it's interesting to me that there's more women than there are men, right? And this sense of being able to connect, which is what 2 of hearts, 2 of diamonds does, is very available, right? Mercury, Venus. So she and her is Mercury, Venus energy, which we just talked about, but it's rare. That mental and spiritual energy being able to work together is rare. Being able to put your mental and your spiritual energy in coherence, as they would say, it's the 7 of hearts, right? The juxtaposition of that is the 7 of hearts. It requires your connection to your higher power. The 2 of hearts has the 7 of hearts in Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn here. Mercury, Neptune is where the 7 of hearts is in a pure square. So it's gonna be work getting there. And if you as a woman, when you are responding as a woman, when women are responding as that, and they're all in alignment with that word, and they know they're gonna grow up to be one, and you're being told that from a child, it's gonna be work to trust your intuition if no one around you supports you and your intuition. So let me ask you this, because there are a number of you divine feminines in the room. I don't know what to call y'all now at this point. Oh, he had to go. All right, peace. So it's just us now, so we can ask this question. When you are before, go back before or in the beginning of your journey in esoterics. Okay, first of all, is this making sense to y'all? Thumbs up. Is anybody upset? Thumbs down. No, I'm just kidding. So let me ask you this. In your journey as a woman, we gonna act like we was just on that and not yin, right? You use your, how many of y'all use your intuition? Just show me. How many of y'all use your intuition, even back in the day before you were woke or whatever, right? When you use your intuition in the beginning, how many of you were supported in your intuition? How many of you were valued for your intuition? How many of you were, people came to you for your intuition? Yeah, 2? Okay. So how young to Elise and J-Lo were you when people were valuing your intuition and not looking at you like, that's a medicine for you?
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know what age would people have looked to me, for, advice or, conversation or whatever, not necessarily coming to me saying, oh, I need your intuition, but they've come to me for that advice. And
okay,
you there's a reason for it, then you wind up having a little bit more confidence in your intuition because of what you're telling people and so forth. So
because we know intuition comes without evidence, right? There's no proof or evidence that what you are saying is true, right? So this woman, this card of woman, these she and this her, was put out into this in this energetic field with this sense of no proof, no evidence. Everything that you know is coming from the seven. It's coming from the space, the air, the king of clubs. It's coming from, hey, I got a problem. Oh, really? Tell me about it. And then whoosh, it just starts entering you, and you know it's right. So y'all trust it or not? From day one, you trust your intuition or not? No? Yes? Thumbs up if you trusted it from day one. You 2 years old. Not crazy people like J-Lo. Look, she got
the sparkles and everything in the back.
Sparkles and everything. No. That's why there be people sitting that ain't here. You trying to do it, you gotta turn it on. So the majority of us know, right? If somebody didn't support your intuition and there's no evidence, how do you get it to work? That's the trick, right? That's the part that gets you the delusion and the not being able to trust your own self. And that mirror starting to be kind of blurry, where you're this little kid like J-Lo is still today, and you're like, yeah, I know, I can do anything. I can say anything. I got it. Look, I got sparklers, right? Can get really, really heavy, and you can start putting that away. You can start not listening to yourself. That's the trick with this word, with these words. The trick is to get you not to stand in that same energy field that we found in yin. That same, what I bring into yang energy, it gets squished down. And now what you bring to the table, you just, your sex organs, or how many kids can you have, or not this sense of I can heal you, I can support your dream, I can also have my own dream, all the other things, all this magical stuff that we bring in. The word woman, the words she and her were meant to debilitate us and to make us not have this trust in our own self. Does that make sense or not to you guys? Hold on. The 10 of hearts just passed by, y'all. So this is all making sense, right? So tonight, with this energy, because we're already over time, I want you guys to sit with what we just talked about when it comes to woman and she and her. The things that could piss you off and make you mad about it, and the things that you can gather from it. And I want you to include it in your homework with your composite, with your transformation card, with yin and yang, and maybe thunder and lightning if you want. Also, you're going to do all the composites. So your card, just your card with woman and she, her, if you haven't already done it, because some of these cards overlap, but if you haven't already done it, do those composites as well. But when you do those composites, I want you to see how you affect the energy field with your intuition. And if Dustin, or Deuce, if you catch the replay, how you receive this energy, right? How you're able to be guided. Even as, when Deuce was talking, we were looking at his composite with the yin energy, and it's like he comes in as the support. Women want to, yin wants to talk to him. They want to be guided by him. How does he show up in that? Does he guide, but also bring it back to them being empowered? That's going to be important, right? Not just to be, I'm this strong. Yeah, I come in. No. Do you feed the power back into her? That's going to be important. And every her that comes, because all the yang that comes into your life is not meant to relate with in that way. A lot of the relating that you're doing with yang energy is going to be in passing. But even if you just pass somebody by, what you just learned about yourself when you pass, there's an energetic connection that happens just you passing by that you can't avoid, right? And so you're affecting energy in that energy field as you pass by. And what you just learned about how you composite with yang is how you affect everybody that comes past you in the yang department and every yin that comes past you. And the only thing missing is, are you showing up with that intuition, with that standing in your power and saying, yeah, you may see woman when I show up, because people are going to see woman when you show up. They're going to see she, they're going to see her. Think about the LGBT community right now. Think about the fight that we are having in this community about pronouns right now, and you not being able to erase a pronoun from somebody's mind. And so now it's an argument. It's a fight. Why? I'm telling y'all, this is the foundation of the fight. This sense of these pronouns showing up in the 1100s and making this blanket energy, but how can we extract from this energy? That's what we're here to learn today, because we can't, I don't care how much you say they, them, whatever the other pronouns that people are using, whether you see masculine, but their pronoun is she, her, that's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. It's like in the DNA to shift all the things that need to shift in schools and dictionaries and etymology and everything that we're thinking from back to the 1100s. That's how long it's gonna take to shift it. So in the meantime, learning how this energy is affecting the whole and how you are being seen just by walking. The same thing we did with yin and yang, but now it's woman and she and her. And that effect is hitting somebody just by you walking by. Think about it. When you're looked at, you're stared at, you walk by a woman and you looking good and she know you look good and she give you that stank face, or she smiles and say, man, you look beautiful. Think about all of that is wrapped up in this energy field. It's what's keeping us separated. Right. So I want y'all to sit with that tonight if you can. Do you have any questions, comments, or anything you want me to say or teach before I let you guys get out of here? Let me know. Go ahead, Vicky.
Quick question, because I'm still kind of new to the cardology. Okay. So when I look at the pure spread, my birth card, and then the number to the right is the challenging card, correct?
Let me go to it.
I just need to know where I get my transformation card.
Okay, that's good. So you're looking at the pure spread?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, is that where I get my transformational card?
Well, you're gonna have a pure spread transformation and a life paths transformation. Okay. And here you sit down here, Saturn. So you have a whole different life path, right? Because you way down here on the pure spread. So I want you to follow me if you can, and it'll be recorded, so then you can come back and take notes if you want to.
Okay.
So I'm moving from your card left. Mercury is the 8 of diamonds.
Okay.
Venus is the 9 of diamonds. Now I'm at the end of the row. I have to go all the way over and down to the 10 of diamonds, Mars. Your Jupiter is the Jack of diamonds. Your Saturn is the Queen of diamonds.
Okay.
Uranus is going to be the King of diamonds. And then the card directly underneath you is Neptune. And that's the Ace of Spades. Pluto is going to be the next card, the 2 of Spades. After Pluto, you get a reward. So after Pluto, you get a reward that can help you, knowing that the reward is the 3 of Spades. Then, of course, we go down to Cosmic Lesson, Cosmic Moon, and then Transformation, 6 of Spades. Okay?
Okay.
Those are cards. And the card before you is pushing you, the 6 of Diamonds. So it's like a moon, and also the cosmic moon, the 5 of Spades. So when we think of moon, it's either the card pushing you or the cosmic moon. Okay.
Okay.
So then here, you have the same cards, but your transformation, the same placements, different cards, same placements. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune is that King of Diamonds. Pluto, 6 of Hearts, Reward, 4 of Clubs. Cosmic Moon, Cosmic Lesson, Cosmic Moon. So the Cosmic Lesson is the 2 of Diamonds. Cosmic Moon is the Jack of Spades, and then you transform into the 8 of Clubs on this one. Okay.
Okay, on the light spread. Gotcha.
Yes. And so every time you go into a different week, you're going to be having those same cards, placements, not cards, but placements, right? You're going to be having placements because all the other cards could change around you, even though you only go from one to the other. All those cards could change, if that makes sense.
Makes sense. Okay. Thank you for that.
Questions. Please ask questions. I need you to get this. Also, we'll share some more resources with you. I know you took alchemy, right?
Yes.
So you have a lot of you have the solar value chart. Okay. So you have a lot of the stuff that you got from alchemy. So just let me know if you have questions, DM me, put questions in the study group so we can make sure that you're riding along, and stop me. Whenever I start teaching, stop me, because I know we have multi-level class, but any repetition is good for everybody. Right? Everybody?
Thank you.
Good for everybody, right? Right, y'all? Right? What you say, at least? Throw her in the trash. Put her in the goo. Where's the goo at when you need it? We want to encourage Vicky. Don't listen to her. She only this big. You don't even have to listen to her. I just want to say that. She this big. All right, guys. And no more questions. We done got rid of so many people, but the 6 of you guys stayed. I appreciate y'all for staying and putting up with my madness. It's just madness. Next week, we get into men and man and him. Man and him and him and he. Like, what are they? What are they? And the homework. Please just take your time thinking about, as women, as yin, as women, as lightning, as all these amazing things. Take your time really looking at the process of how you become who you are today. Because it's important for you to face anything that's kept you from being there's so much greatness in y'all beyond what you are right now. And by the end of this 6 weeks, I want you to be tapping into that. Even greater than you already are. Because I know some of y'all, like the little bitty woman over there, she was like, I am tall. I am 8 foot, whatever. I don't care what you say, 7 of clubs, but there's more. You can be taller. Okay. J-Lo, I don't know. J-Lo see all kind of stuff. She know a cat's birthday, even though she found it in the wall somewhere. So I don't know. It's weird. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. It's Wednesday night. Somebody get some, get rest, feel great. If you have questions, if you want to put stuff in the chat, safe journeys, Latifa. Travel amazingly. And remember, yin is who you are. You show up as God when you show up as this man. Lindsay had a great way of looking at stuff. She's a Lomi practitioner. She lives in Hawaii. And just seeing herself as that practitioner that brings those up things, it's showing that no matter what you do, if you get off this and you have a phone call, if there's a son, a nephew, a brother, a grand, whoever comes in, you are showing up in their life. Whether you think so or not, you're always showing up. So just remember that and keep doing that. Do great things. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I don't get hearts like J-Lo. Do it. Do it closer so the hearts. There it is. Those are from me. Those are not from her. Those are from me. No. Now give them your own, J-Lo. Go ahead. You have one. Why don't we have the ones J-Lo have, Elise? I think it's your stature. I was playing.
I have a Mac.
Oh, what happened?
I have a Mac.
I want to do that.
Where'd she get those from?
Yeah.
I got a
How'd you
Mac
do that?
too.
Where it says react, you can actually, it tells
And
you.
with effects.
Yeah.
I must have turned mine off. And send with effect. Let me see. Yeah, but why I can't do like this and it happened?
I know. I don't know why mine.
You did it, and you just did it, and it happened.
No, I touched it. Yours is a little bit juvenile.
You gotta stop making fun of me, girl.
It was juvenile. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Hers look like this. This is how it looked. It should look like this. See
I
that?
don't know how to do that. It just says reactions. Maybe I have to update my.
Then with effect, you got.
And even what's it called, Marika? Making fun of Marika. Marika, you did the same thing. Yours looks.
Mine's is not doing it.
It's
See,
good to have.
y'all regular.
You raise my hand so I can say something.
She gonna raise her hand. Y'all are too tired. Look, it's what? It's 9 o'clock on the East Coast. I can tell. This is some
I'm hungry. That's what it is.
Oh, it's hangry. That's
hungry.
Angry. You know what? I'm gonna need your thumbs not to look like
Vicky showing off. Vicky said you showing off. I see you.
They
you
look like pooping emojis, Vicky.
That's what you look people. Look at all these show offs.
She letting us know that she had a colonic, y'all. She said it was good.
We're gonna get next week, Marika. We're gonna get it. Watch. We're gonna get it.
I got it.
All right. Enjoy your night. Thank you.
Have a good night.
The replay will be in the chat, but as Marika does more getting the docs together, I'll have her put the link, okay, Marika, in the doc.
Okay, and I just added a quick PDF I ended up doing about the ancient terms for the feminine and the archetype and how they do it, and some resources.
Add the masculine. Can you add the masculine before next week, please?
Well, I'll just ask and do another one. Half and half. There we go. Libra. Look, Libra. Let's.
I'm gonna tell y'all, when Ace of Clubs gets hungry, it's not a good thing. You gotta get out. Nick does that shit all the time. He be having a Homer Simpson laying down with his stomach doing like this in the.
Do you think it's that 3 of diamonds Jupiter that amplifies it? I'm just saying, because I got an Ace of Clubs grandson with a 3 of diamond grandson, and when it goes big, it goes big. And when that Ace of Clubs is hungry, he's hungry. And then the other one starts with, I'm like,
you just reminded
each other.
Diamonds, J-Lo. Why? That's why women don't like me. Oh, it makes me want to cry. Y'all like me? That's because y'all don't know me. That's okay. Y'all gonna meet me one day. We're gonna have something out here. Y'all gonna look at me and be like, this bitch. I thought she was 5'1". Thought she was 5 foot. She not. I love you, Elise. She left. Oh, she broke my heart. All right, y'all. See y'all in Clubhouse Club season. Ooh.
Tomorrow's Queen of Clubs. Let's go.
Don't want nobody want to talk about your Mercury card.
Watch Nick show up tomorrow. We gotta
talk about Jaguar. I just found out who she was, y'all.
Oh, she
Jaguar. Right? Gotta talk about her.
Okay. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Yep. All right.
Y'all.
Bye, guys.
Bye.